You know, I hear a lot of people say how tough reselling is getting and how much more competitive it's getting. And it is getting more competitive, there's no doubt about it. Hello everybody, welcome back to Commonwealth Picker. My name is Kevin and we are in the eBay cave. Still in the eBay cave. And slowly but surely, we are actually getting closer and closer. So I'm going to hopefully give you an update in the coming days, what's going on in there. We've done a few more little things here and there, and we're getting a little bit closer. So I'll give you a few little updates and show you a few little clips of what's going on in there. I might even put a few over on the Commonwealth Flipper channel. I'm not quite sure what we're doing just yet, but we're going to get in there eventually. And things have slowed down, and I'm really busy. Baseball season is starting, and we're going to get in there for sure. And I know a lot of you are getting excited to get in there, so just imagine how eager me and Blue Ridge Mama are to get in there so we can kind of get this place organized, and some of it's even seeping out into our living area in there, and neither of us like that too much. So before we show you what sold today, and we had quite a few good sales and some viewer sales, of course, I want to talk about a topic that I've been meaning to talk about for quite a while, which is, you know, I hear a lot of people say how tough reselling is getting and how much more competitive it's getting. And it is getting more competitive. There's no doubt about it. There are more people reselling now than ever before. Just look at the growth of these YouTube channels. Part of that is due to the growth in reselling, people wanting to join this community. Part of that is the community here itself is expanding the reselling community. And I know some people are afraid of that, and I get it. But you got to keep something else in mind that you have in your favor is more and more people are buying online and just becoming second nature to buy online. Now, we could argue about eBay being the place, or Poshmark, or Mercari, or all of these different places that younger people are seemingly buying from. I actually have hope that somehow, some way, that these platforms are going to, they're not going to become one, but there's going to be ways for people to find items and even compare different platforms coming in the future that I think will benefit all of us. And I think for the type of picking I do, you know, if I were to do Amazon, I would struggle pretty bad, to be honest with you, because there aren't the kind of stores around here that you can do a lot of retail arbitrage, and everybody and their brother does it at Walmart, so it's kind of difficult. And you can source other items and do books, and I could do Amazon, and I could do fulfilled by Amazon, or I could fulfill it myself. And I think I've had enough experience with eBay that I could easily go that direction. I just don't like it. That seems like a job to me, and I don't want to do a job. I want to have fun down here, and I want to deal with things that I like. So I also need to pay the bills, and those kind of things are always on my mind as well. So I've got a different strategy for you than the typical strategy. And the typical strategy is learn all these different platforms and multiple listings and all that. And that's perfectly good. And I'm going to actually do that myself over the coming months and weeks and years. But I think one strategy you can learn is to expand your knowledge base, is to learn different categories, to be able to beat your competition if you just simply know more than they do. And I wanted to talk about it because one thing that Turner's going to show you at the end of the show is from that Mount Plushmore sale. And that just keeps giving and giving and giving. And we're going to end up making a bunch of money. And we're not done yet with it. And I think we're getting close to $1,500 on it. And that was a garage sale that we went to late in the day. Late. I actually purposely didn't go there because I knew, looking at the treasure map there, that all my reseller friends would go there. So I went this direction. And I think it paid off for me because in that direction, I found a lot of great stuff. And then I decided, you know, even though I had talked to these people, they're like, hey, that place was great, man. We did good over there. I'm like, yeah, you did good over there. I'm going to go home. I already cleaned house. I'm going to go home. And I decided last minute, you know what? It's fairly early in the day. I have a little bit of time. I'm going to go over to that sale. And I know 3 resellers that had been there. And so that means that 7 or 8 had actually been there. And we went in there and we got a ton of stuff. And I can't believe a lot of them passed it up. But it's because I have a pretty broad base. I'm no expert in anything. But if you can learn little tiny things from resellers on YouTube, from your own experience, from friends who are resellers, we don't compete. I don't consider the resellers around here my competition. If you watch the garage sale videos, I'm buddies with all of them. I see them all the time. I'm always, you know, hey, how you doing? What are you finding? I'm rooting for them. I want them to have success, and I want to have success as well. They teach me, I teach them, and hopefully everybody's going to be better off in the end. And the people that get better, the people that don't whine, the people that don't complain, the people that want to get out there, that have fun doing it, and that love the flip, they love the buy, they love everything about it, those are the ones that are going to end up having the most success. So, at any rate, let's take a look at what's sold today. And at the end of the video, we had a wonderful gift given to us by a viewer named David. And there's something for Turner, and I haven't told him what it is. We're going to have him come down here and show you what's sold out of the Commonwealth Picker store, and I'm going to surprise him with that. So, David, thank you so much. We do appreciate that gift. It's been a while since you sent it. I'm sorry for the delay, but I hadn't picked it up from the post office for a while. So, thank you so much. And we had one other viewer send us something in our P.O. box as well. So, let's take a look at what's sold. All right, here's a good example of what I'm talking about. This is something I picked up at a Saturday sale that had previously been a Friday sale. So a ton of pickers were there looking on Friday at this place while I was teaching history to a bunch of teenagers. And I decided still to go on a Saturday to this sale because there wasn't that many options around here. I was like, oh, I'll pick it. And I did really, really well. Matter of fact, I'm going to put a video out on that sale here fairly quick. It'll have a lounge chair, like a Chase lounge, outdoor, like 80s chair in the thumbnail, I think. And we did pretty good. It wasn't great, but it was fairly close. And it was on the way to an auction that I was going to just to meet up with a buddy anyways. And so I paid $1 a piece for these. None of them are really good to sell by themselves because they're in poor condition. None of them are first editions. But it still sold for 20 bucks plus shipping. So that's about a $13 profit after fees and expenses on that item. That's an easy thing to ship too. No problem. Let me show you how I take the picture of something like this. I think you should grab some of these. Get some heavy bookends, and you can put your books in between them, and it makes your listing look just a little bit better than other people's. And I love doing that with books. Even a single book, sometimes I'll do it. Hey, I thought I'd show you this real quick before I forget. This is from Red Cardinal Treasures. Red Cardinal Treasures. It's really awesome. You can see the eBay store right there. The red cardinal is, of course, the Virginia state bird. And we have them flying around here in the backyard all the time. We love it when it snows and we throw out the bird seed and those cardinals are all over the place. Anyways, I'm rambling. This is an awesome one sent to us by Red Cardinal Treasure. So that is really, really kind of you. We really do appreciate it. This is an old style, and I love the faded part and the blue and the white. It's perfect. I'm tempted to put it in here, but I think I need one of these for the Commonwealth cabin, so it'll go out there. I think the name is Marsh, if I remember from the, it probably says on here, I think that's right. Red Cardinal Treasures. Hi, Kevin. Was out thrifting at a thrift store and saw the license plate sitting on a shelf and knew I had to get it for your Commonwealth cabin. Thought it was cool since it was so old. Love watching your videos every day. You keep me motivated to keep growing my eBay store. Keep up the good work. So, P.S. My Eneman is sitting right next to my computer for good luck. Thank you so much, and you have been a viewer for a long time and very kind and always leave nice comments. So we can't thank you enough, and hopefully you'll get to see that out there. I'm going to put that one in a prominent place because I really kind of like it, and you'll get to see that out there for years. So we really do appreciate you. Thank you. All right, this one's going out to a viewer. It's going out to Jason, and Jason writes, Hi, Kevin. I've been watching your videos for several months. Part-time reseller and originally from Roanoke, Virginia. I remember as a kid going to Happy's Flea Market, and I enjoy buying merchandise from my favorite resellers on YouTube. I'm hoping to start my own channel this year. Could you please sign my Eneman before sending it out? Thank you for all the great content you share with us on your channel. I wish you and your family all the best. Thanks, Jason. You know, my students at school think that is absolutely ridiculous that anybody would want Mr. Brown's signature. You see, and they get the signature, and they get it on, you know, a hall pass or something, and they tease me about how much money it's going to be worth some days. I'm a little scared here with baseball season to be able to do this and to keep track. So it's really easy. If you ever have a Rollo printer and you go to bulk printing, maybe I'll do a video on bulk printing someday. Somebody asked me about that. Most of y'all know how to do it. But if you don't know how to do it, I should do a video. Maybe I'll put it on Commonwealth Flipper in the next week or so. I'm not sure. is it's easy for me to do the Eneman because I know what they weigh and I just hit them and I just print them all out. But then I forget which ones are autographed and which ones aren't. So at any rate, I'll print that one off as soon as this video is over to make sure we get it to you. So thank you, Jason. We appreciate it. All right, it's rare that I can't remember where I pick up a hat at, but I can't remember where I picked this hat up. I think it was just at a simple garage sale, which is probably why I don't remember it. But CBS Sports, it's kind of neat. I like it. I don't think I saw any comps for this one, so I decided to put it out there for a fairly high price for a hat. $22.81 for a used hat. And I forgot that I had it, and I just sold it and didn't even realize I still had it. Never adjusted it down, never put it on sale. $22.81. Don't remember what I paid for it. I can't imagine paying more than like $1 for it. So really nice little profit on this. This will go in an 8x6x4 box, which I buy all the time. I love them. People ask me about them. There is a link below if you want to check it out. And let me know, by the way, if any of my affiliate links are overpriced. You know, sometimes people are like, hey, there's a guy that just got a better deal out on these, or this price changed here. Send me that information, because if I'm going to tell people, hey, buy this stuff, then hopefully I'll have at least a competitive price out there, so that you're clicking on a link that makes sense for your own pocketbook. At any rate, happy with that one. So let's do the math on it. $22.81. So let's say it's $3 in fees. Let's say it's $3.50 to ship it, and let's say I paid 50 cents. I might have paid $1, but I bet I paid 50 cents. So that's $4, $5, $6, $7. We'll call it $23. So that's a $16 profit. Let's go low side and say it's a $15 profit on this hat, because we got to pay for the box, we got to pay for the label and the gas and all the stuff that goes with it. Let's say it's 15 bucks for that hat. I like that. I have a ton of hats that don't sell, so don't think that every hat's going to sell. It's not going to. But I like selling hats, especially if you can get an ROI like that. I like that hat a lot. All right, this one is going off to Teresa, and Teresa says, hey, I'm a fairly new eBay reseller and never miss your videos. I also work a full-time job. Come home, enjoy your daily video, and head to my eBay cave with more knowledge and the right frame of mind. That's very nice of you to say. Gotta have me an Eneman. Blessings and prosperity, Teresa. Teresa, thanks so much. That's very kind of you. We really do appreciate it. And I think I've seen you comment a few times. Let me know if I'm wrong, but I think I have. And best of luck to you as a fairly new reseller. And you have pretty good feedback there, so you're doing something right out there. All right, here's an example of something a lot of people would pass up as just, it's just a DVD. And I'll look through DVDs. I look through DVDs because I sell them in my antique booth sometimes. Antique booth's kind of a misnomer. I sell it in my vintage booth. That's a kind way of saying it. It's not even that most of the time. Anyway, this one is sealed and it's called Rad. Not the sort of yearbook pictures you were expecting. HBO Family, Smashed. The toxic tales of teens and alcohol. And so, I'm a teacher, so I realize that there are some people out there, these driver's ed instructors, who show this stuff. Matter of fact, a lot of you probably saw something like this when you were doing driving training back in the day. I think the one I saw when I was growing up was called Red Asphalt. Let me know if you've seen Red Asphalt. At any rate, this is something that I'm like, hey, some driver's ed teacher out there is going to buy this thing. Some mom, somebody concerned about their kid driving, is going to buy this thing. And I purchased it. I don't know what I paid for it, 50 cents or so is my guess. I doubt I even paid $1. Brought it home, looked it up, and sure enough, it sells. This thing sold for $17. All right, got 3 more going out. 2 are going out to Jane, and 1's going out to Michelle. Thank you all so much for your purchase. We do appreciate it. All right, we sold another one of these. You've been watching the show for a while. We are making a ton of money, a little bit at a time. $3, $5, $6, $8, $9 profit, which is what we made on this one. Sold for $10.41 plus shipping. So there was like 60 of these things, and we're already like $150 in the profit before we sold any of them, because we sold 2 other giant lots. So these have paid off greatly. $10.41 plus shipping. Here's another one while we're talking about it, and this one sold for $7.61 plus shipping. All right, this one's going out to Kat, and Kat says, thank you so much for all the great info. Found my first super shooter thanks to you. So that's awesome. Hey, I was at a sale the other day, a winter sale, and I was there, and it was, you know, the one sale in 50 square miles, and it was a church sale, a Catholic church sale. And I videoed it, and there's quite a few resellers there that I was aware of. Met a few people that I hadn't met before, and we got them on the video. And I found some that I had never found before. It was a Super Shooter Plus, but it was a combo. It had the big one, and it had the small one, and it was in the same box. And I was like, hey, that thing's got to be good. And sure enough, it was. So I'm hoping to get like 50 bucks for that thing. So Super Shooter market went up. It went down. I used to sell them for 50 bucks all the time, and then it went way down to like 15 to 20. And it's come back up. I've been getting over $30 for some of them in good condition. So that's awesome, Kat. That's really good to hear, and I'm glad when I hear that kind of stuff, even though my own market might drop a little bit if I get all these people selling them out there, but that's okay. All right, this one comes from the Lost and Found sale, and this goes back a little ways, so maybe some of you aren't familiar with this. I buy, in the wintertime, I go to a golf course. There's a couple of them. I just haven't done both of them this year, but there's one I've been doing for years. And I basically buy all of their Lost and Found items in the middle of the wintertime when they're doing their clean out. I mean, nobody's playing golf in the middle of January. And so I usually go there in January, and all of the leftovers, lost and found things that nobody claimed during the year, they certainly aren't going to be claimed in the middle of January. And so they sell it all to me at a pretty good price because they're going to throw it away otherwise. And this year, we got a bunch of club head covers. We got some clothing. Matter of fact, this shirt I'm wearing right now came from that Lost and Found sale. And it's a really nice little Under Armour shirt. So that made it worth a heck. Shoot, this thing would cost, right here, brand new, what I paid for everything at that sale, except for the brand new golf bags that I bought. So this is going to add to our total. It sold for $10.41. And we're going to add that to our total for the Lost and Found sale. If you want to take a look at that video, it's on Commonwealth Flipper, and it says having trouble sourcing the wintertime or something like that. If I can remember, I'll put a link right up here for you, or you can go check it out at the end of the video. So we're going to add that to our total and see where we're at so far. All right, so Lost and Found sale, we're at $360. We paid $250 for everything. We still have maybe 30 club head covers left, 25 or so, and we still have 2 brand new golf bags. And so those brand new golf bags are going to go for, I would think, at least $75, maybe $100, $110. That's what they're listed at now. One's listed at $90. And so that and the other club head covers are going to probably put us up closer to, like, I don't know, I'm going to say close to 700, maybe 600 or so. So we're going to end up making $350 to $400 off of that, maybe a little bit more. It's not amazing money, but if you're in the middle of the winter time and you need to source somewhere, it's definitely worth going out and trying that out. Now for me, I don't have to do it. I just do it because it's a fairly decent amount of money with virtually no work. And I did all of the listings, all of them, everything, including the golf bags, in about 2 hours. And we're going to make all that money off of them. So I'm okay with that. It's not huge money, and it's a little bit of work, but I'm okay with that kind of a deal. I'll do it every year. All right, this one's going out to Michelle. I think there are 2 Michelles here, so let me take care of both of them. One doesn't leave a message, so appreciate it, Michelle. And the other Michelle says, love all the help I get from your videos. I need some of that good luck too. Thanks a bunch, Michelle. Thank you. All right, I was really excited about this sale. There is a clothes rack over here. Some just sold. What just sold? Pioneer DVD recorder VCR combo. Love that. That's a nice one right there. That'll be on tomorrow's show. At any rate, this one right here. By the way, I normally don't have my phone's ringer on because I'm a teacher. I have no idea why the heck that thing is on. So that's interesting. At any rate. Back to my story. I have a rack of clothes here. I have a rack of clothes I showed you in the video the other day. And then I have a room we built on the end of this room a couple years ago that's basically storing clothes and kind of my death pile storage. And this is at the very far left. There was only 3 shirts to the left of this one, which means there's only 3 shirts on that rack that have been listed longer than this one. This is what I mean by I usually don't put things on sale. I usually don't promote items, and they end up selling Only in the worst case scenarios am I going to go on and do that. Or on an item that's highly competitive and there's 8,000 things listed, I might do it then too. But this is brand new. I have no idea. Well, I know where it came from. I didn't buy it. Blue Ridge Mama bought it, which means it came from Goodwill. And she bought it because it was a brand new item. And she got brand new money for it. She got $26. Is it plus shipping on it? $26 for this thing. So she paid $3.99, so that's a pretty nice little profit, probably of around 15 bucks profit right there. Maybe a little bit more, actually. After shipping and fees, is probably a little bit more than that. It is hideous, by the way. I mean, this thing's got butterflies on it. This is Free People. Free People, which is an okay brand, but it's definitely okay when it's got a tag on it. So I wouldn't buy too much of this, though. All right, so let me know in the comments below what you think is a strategy going forward with reselling becoming a little bit more competitive. And I agree that it is, but this kind of market, people want this kind of stuff. Try to find things that people want that 18 million other people aren't selling. So that's what I do. I kind of do it because that's where I live. But let me know your strategies. What categories do you want to get better in? What categories are you good in? And what do you want to get better in? I've talked about that in the past, what categories I'd like to get better in. One of them is paper. Paper is awesome because it takes up so little space, and there are so many collectors out there. I've gotten better at jewelry. I want to continue to get better at jewelry. I want to get better at tools, both modern tools and old tools. So there's some categories that I want to get better in. Let me know what you want to get better in. And hang around, you can watch Turner open this gift and tell you what sold out of the Homeschool Hustler store. Just real quick little view. Normally this thing is full, but we've sold and sold and sold, so we don't have nearly as many close here. But this is like the most recent items, and these items have been there forever, is basically how it works. These are items either I just sold or I'm just about ready to take pictures of. So that's one of my areas. So there's two I've showed you now in the last week, and I'll show you the others once I get my death pile a little bit less embarrassing. All right, we got two visitors today. We got Chewbacca and Sophie. How you doing, Sophie?
Yes.
Can you say hi? You're not interested, are you? All right, so Chewy right here has sold something out of the Homeschool Hustler store. All right, Chewy, what have you sold?
A popple, pocket popple.
A pocket popple, and it sold for $12.99 plus shipping. So that'll be good for you to make $1, save $1, and donate $1. Oh, Sophie's yawning. Again. All right, let's take a look at how much we've sold so far out of that sale. That brings us to $1,446 on the Mount Plushmore sale. What do you think of that, Turner?
Cool.
What do you think of that, Sophie? You don't care. Ready to go to bed? All right, see y'all later.
Bye. I thought it over.